It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the 49ers and the Bears, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin, as always, joined by my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Niners in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situations where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Now Jones. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Watch the screen. 57.
Out of the gun, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep, Ray McCloud. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. How the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield.
Let's go. Let's do
I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And some strong running. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. First down. It's Mitchell, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Bring it!
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Second and 2.
Hey, check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, G.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Fields on 3rd down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You got him.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Fields. Pressure comes and down he goes. Nick Bosa able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Mitchell, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it.
Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Bring it up.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner, and he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Good job.
And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On now, the Bears' all-time leading scorer, Robbie Gould, kicking against his former team. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Gould is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
On 1st down, it's Fields. They shakes him off. And that's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Here's Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 57's the mic.
Fields now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the gun on third down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, Fields. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bears. N'Keal Harry as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Ray McCloud to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And Lance's throw complete there to McCloud. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
2nd and 6. Here's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A final shot before half for Lance. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Bears, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports from the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Working from the gun, Lance. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Shotgun now for Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. For the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got it. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Bears are going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now with the change in defense, it no longer was.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Mitchell finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell taking it in from 14 yards out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
All day, baby, all day.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Fields. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
On first down, Mitchell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The Lance going to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Let's go!
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lance looking to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. The guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this. And this time he is in. Elijah Mitchell. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gold to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now Jones. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Get ready, come on!
So now Fields and the Bears down by 10. A minute 54 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Let's go! Single receiver. Hey, you're on the line.
On first down, Fields able to find Komet, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Fields on first down. Able to complete it to Montgomery. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Watch QB drop. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A huge play there for Chicago. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball.
Throwing again is Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Ready, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
You ain't gonna burn me.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bears now ready to take over again. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.